sometimes it's going down and sometimes flat. Do you see that those effects? Okay. Now what we are going to do is not just observe them, but also see where those effects happening, where rising effect, where constant effect and going down effect happening on x-axis. Okay, this is the key thing. On x-axis you are going to spot them. So for this, just color in part A, the spots function is increasing. Okay, so can you see where it's increasing? I see that all this red marked area is increasing. Okay, now shall we stop or color more? Is this an increasing picture? Not anymore, it's horizontal, so this is where I stop. This is where I started. What I'm gonna do next is, this is the only part it's increasing, right? I will just smash this to x-axis, just push from down and up, from upper side and down side, push it, smash it to x-axis. What's the image? I mean, this point, for example, is gonna fall here, this point is gonna fall here, this is gonna fall here, and the one on the x-axis will stay. There will be some dots falling from the top until here, but what is the left side? The left side is limited to here. There won't be anything on the further left side. This is wrong. Okay, so let me do a different color here. So when I smash this red picture to x-axis, I get a hole right at this moment, and all the other points are filled in until the moment I reach this peak top point. So I color this full. Why do I have empty hole on the left side though? Because you have an empty hole on this side. Okay, this end is open, so then you have empty side here. And what you need to do next is find out these values. Where is this hole sitting at on x-axis? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is -4. And what is this point? 1, 2. It's -2. So you need to just convert this into interval. How do you write a piece of line starting from -4 to -2 in interval notation? Interval notations are one of these. You have 4 options. Either both ends are brackets, both ends are parentheses, bracket parentheses, or parentheses bracket, depending on inclusion or exclusion of the endpoints. So when you see a hole, what do I make? Parentheses. When I see a filled in dot, I make a bracket. All you need to do is enter these values next, -4 and -2. So this is the interval notation of the domain, all x values between -4 and -2. So again, this is the inequality notation. This is how I represent that interval. -4 to -2, -2 included, is inequality notation. This is interval notation, but they are equal. These things are equal to say whatever we mean. Okay, so why don't we enter our part A? We are checking the function is sometimes increasing, sometimes decreasing, and sometimes is constant. We all see that. Part 1 is just basic observation. In part 2, we need to put down where it's increasing, and we have spotted it. We just spotted that it's between -4 parentheses -4 comma bracket 2, right? Oh, where is the mistake? Did I get it right? I'm wrong again. I have to check. Yeah, no, it seems I'm right. Minus 4 to minus 2. Oh yeah, I understand my mistake. Sorry. Okay, so here is the tradition in writing increasing and decreasing notations. I do not have the right to include this endpoint into increasing range. Why? Because this point belongs to also constant side, correct? This endpoint. So it's kind of borderline. It's neutral. That point is neutral. It doesn't belong to either side. So let me fix what I said. We always use open parentheses in this kind of questions. You are not allowed to include endpoints. Alright? So we are going to just use parentheses here. Sorry. Okay. Now we should be good. Now, where is it decreasing? The second step is to find where it's decreasing. So you need to put yourself on this image and see where you're sliding. And I noticed that it's happening right here. From this moment on, further down, you're going down, correct? So let's smash this. Put this into x-axis and I get this image, correct? What is the starting point? It's positive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How far does it go? Infinity. So it is 1 to infinity, the answer. Okay. One comma infinity is next. Alright, where is constant? The only part remaining we haven't covered is the middle part, so this is where it's constant. And when I smash this to x-axis, I get the same image. On the x-axis, it starts at -2 and ends with 1, right? -2 to 1. Alright, this was it. Now we are going to take a look at what maxima and minima means. 23 should be very similar question. We're going to check where this is increasing. Oh, no, this is first. Yeah, can we do this right on the spot? It's kind of easy. Do you see this function going down or constant anywhere? Just put yourself on this image. You're always climbing up and up and up. Oh, is this the moment you take a break and go horizontal? No, it's just one dot. You are taking a stop at 0, but you're still going up. So just one dot doesn't make a difference. It's neutral, always one dot. So there is no real horizontal line you walk for a while flat or horizontal. So it's always and always increasing, this thing, and never decreasing and never constant. Okay, so if it's always increasing, what interval do you think it's increasing? Yeah, all the way left to right. So because this arrow is going left and down, so it's going to fill up all the space on the left when you smash it towards x-axis. And this point, this arrow is going right and up, so it's going to fill up all this space eventually, slowly but eventually. And that's why we have to cover entire x-axis, which is negative infinity to infinity. Alright, this is just so easy because it's